Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback. I am your host, Youth One's Ryan Oliver, and today I'm excited because for the second time I have one of the top rising quarterbacks from the 2027 class, Ali Beydoun. Ali, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing
Doing
good.
great.
Ali, man, I'm really excited to have you on. I love doing these interviews with athletes that I've previously interviewed. And like a year later, we get to catch up, see how you've grown, see how you've developed. Since the last time we talked, you had already been named to our next up watch list the last time you were on, but since then you've been named to our Elite 101 rankings, which highlights the top 101 athletes, football athletes from the 2027 class. So you were named to that list. I want to start there. Tell me how it felt to be recognized as one of the, rising talents, elite talents in your class.
Man, it felt great. I'm truly blessed and honored. You know, yeah, I still gotta work hard. I feel confident about my game, but I still got a lot of work. So yeah, I'm truly humble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you earned it. You have a lot of talent. I'm sure you hear that a lot, but you have a lot of talent, and I know you're working really hard. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your progress. Since the last time we talked, maybe it's been about a year or so. Tell me a little bit about how you feel like your game has progressed and how you're feeling about your game overall at this moment.
Man, I've improved on all aspects of my game. Tweaked up a little throwing motion. So yeah, my throwing's good. My explosiveness is looking great. So yeah, I've been really working hard since the last time we met.
Yeah, Ali, when I remember when I first saw your film, you have like this great mix of like dynamic, kind of being able to be a dual threat, but you also have the arm talent. I want you to speak a little bit about that dual threat ability and have you focused more on trying to shore up the passing aspect of your game? And are you still do you still view yourself as that dual threat?
Yeah, I definitely still view myself as dual threat. I can get away from, any pressure that the defense can throw at me. So yeah, I'm just still working on my passing too, as long as my running. So trying to get faster and stuff like that. So yeah, everything's been going good.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about, in your own words, what you would say your strengths are on the field for, maybe someone that isn't familiar with your game.
Yeah, my strengths are definitely my accuracy. I can kind of put the ball like wherever, whenever, and I can get away from pressure. Like a D lineman's on my tail, I can get away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with those things. Ali, tell me the team you most recently played for, and tell me about how your last season went.
Yeah, so the team I most recently played for was FB Ohio. So we did good. We won in Wisconsin, and we fell short in Kentucky. But yeah, I had a great season with those guys, all the best players from around Ohio. So yeah, it made me get better. And then my eighth grade season for my school, St. John's Jesuit, we did good this season. Just like trying to work, be a leader, and yeah, everything went good.
Yeah, I want to ask you about your leadership, actually. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I know as a quarterback, you serve as a coach on the field, like an extension of a coach. And there's a lot of pride in that for you young quarterbacks, and you're kind of learning the ropes and kind of learning how to lead. I want you to tell me about maybe how you've grown a little bit as a leader, maybe over the past season, and how you look to kind of take that going forward.
Yeah, so I've never really been like the most rah-rah guy. So my goal on the field is so when my teammate messes up, I try to just like be there for him, like kind of like teach him up, like how to like get better and stuff, and I'll kind of motivate him to be the best player he can be ultimately.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that that's great. I feel like you guys, especially when you're in eighth, ninth grade, you guys are just kind of finding your own voice. So it's not always the
Mhm.
easiest thing to be a vocal leader, but as you keep growing, that I think that'll come, and you'll feel more comfortable being that vocal leader in addition to kind of the lead by example. Um, for someone that's not familiar with your game, Ali, if they come to a game where you're playing quarterback, what can they expect to see?
Yeah, so you're gonna expect to see me like making like big time clutch plays, basically getting away from the defense, making those big time throws, and just being a dual threat and being a leader for my teammates. And when we're down, like not to like get down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you mentioned playmaking. I think that that's a talent of yours, is that when things aren't always, they don't go as planned, you have good, your ability to improvise, and kind of make something out of nothing. And I think that that's a talent that can take you far. Is just that instinctual ability to make a play when there's nothing there. So I think that that's something that you definitely have going for you. I want to ask you a little bit about areas of improvement. Has there an area of your game you've looked at and you said, okay, if I can get better at this specific thing, I can take my game to another level?
Yeah, definitely my speed, I definitely got to get like straight line speed. I got to get a little faster, and my upper body strength. Like I'm not the biggest guy, but like yeah, I'm just like working on gaining weight, stuff like that.
How tall are you now?
I'm 5'10".
Okay. Well, you're taller than me, so you got that going for you, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that's awesome. Um, I want to ask you a little bit about your goals, Ali. Tell me a little bit about some of your short-term goals you have for yourself and maybe some long-term goals as well.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like honestly, it's wherever the coach like wants me to play, freshman, JV, varsity. Like, yeah, I'm just trying to like be the best player I can be for high school, and for college, I'm trying to go to Penn State. Be a player there. I've always wanted to go to Penn State. That's been my dream school, but I mean, any college scholarship is kind of like good. So, and I just want to continue to get good grades and like focus on school and stuff like that. I don't want to slip up.
Those are some great goals that you have for yourself. I gotta ask, what is it about Penn State that's kind of had your eye?
Yeah, I kind of just like love the crowd, love the atmosphere,
Yeah.
love their jerseys, their facility, and the coach especially.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I think it's cool when you can identify a specific school that it would be like, you know, it'd be really cool if this opportunity worked out for me. But obviously, you're going to keep your options open, and keep working towards just playing D1 period is a blessing. So I know that you'll be happy with any type of love that comes your way.
Yeah.
I want to switch gears and ask you a little bit about some off the field stuff. What are you doing these days for fun when you're not focused on football and school? What are you up to?
Yeah, so I like playing chess, stuff like that. Reading books sometimes, just trying to like improve my mentality, stuff like that. Hanging out with friends, just like the regular eighth grade kid.
Yeah, I totally make sense. I know how dedicated you are to football, so I know that takes up a lot of your time, but it's good to have that balance, especially while you're young, and kind of have some other things that you're up to. I know you're doing a lot of football workouts and training and things like that. What is your training and things like that look like these days?
Yeah, so I'll go to fourth and goal. My guy, Coach Rob, and that improves my like explosiveness, footwork, stuff like that. And then my speed coach, Athletic Republic. So just working on my speed. And then my guys, my quarterback coaches, locked in QB, Austin and KJ. They've honestly like improved my game to the next level. I can like throw from slots that I've never really thrown from before.
Wow.
So yeah,
Well,
it's been good.
yeah, shout out to them. That's awesome. I think it's cool when you guys can identify those coaches that have really helped take your game to the next level and show them some love here on Monday Morning Quarterback. So shout out to them. And I'm glad they're doing some great work with you to kind of take your game where you want it to go. Is there anything else, Ali, that you would like people to know about you that they may not know?
Yeah, so I'm very faithful. Like I believe that everything happens because of God. So yeah, I'm a very faithful guy, and I'm a family person. So family always comes first, and yeah, I care about my friends, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali, I got to ask you this last question. What's in your headphones before a big game to get you pumped up, man? What do you listen to these days?
So I'll be listening to like some Drake, Meek Mill,
Okay.
um, yeah, people like that. Honestly, the Migos,
Get you fired
yeah,
up.
yeah, for sure.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, sometimes for a game, I try to calm my mind down too. Listen to some calming music, peaceful music, because sometimes you got to come to a game calm minded.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you play quarterback, you guys got a lot of responsibility. So I think it's good to get pumped up too, but it's also nice to kind of relax the mind. You can go in with a focused mindset. So I think that totally makes sense to have that balance. Well, Ali, I want to thank you for joining me on Monday Morning Quarterback. I love keeping up with you. I'm always looking at your Instagram, checking out your highlights and things like that. And you have big fans over here at Youth One that are happy to see you succeed. So I look forward to our next Monday Morning Quarterback interview after your next season, and we can catch up and see what you got going on, man. But thank you so much for joining me on Monday Morning Quarterback.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.